Eh,
Oh,
it's just there's this Trump thing is going. What's going on? It's just crazy. Like I was telling Lani during the week. Oh, when you came home? When you came get to the house? It was
I got home early. Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, I got home early. Well,
No,
because
no,
I
no.
had to go
When you
visit
went to
the
my house, what day was it? It was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, right? Wednesday or Monday.
No, it wasn't Monday.
Well, the day that you came to my house,
Wednesday.
we had I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
We had I do deliveries, Kevin, for the Home Depot. So that's what I do. And so I go from house to house delivering appliances. And that particular day, we were located on the Batavia and Geneva, North Aurora area here nearby. And I think we had like good 10 customers that they were Trump supporters. But what really kind of get my attention is that all of them were really nice. None of them were offensive or mean. They were really nice people. Older people, retired people. One was a doctor, and then the other one worked for a union. The other one worked for the rail company, a teacher, and some secretary job. The other one was, but they were all nice. And just the question that came to my mind was like, why are there Trump supporters? There seem like regular people, normal people, with the same problems that I may have, having a hard time to pay my mortgage or stuff or pay my bills.
Yeah.
It was not nothing like that I see on TV. Those hillbillies, crazy people, sharing Trump, 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 or lock it up, or build that wall. It's just
Yeah.
no, and it makes me wonder, what if the guy got reelected?
Not what if. He's.
I mean, he's leading that way.
Oh yeah. There's. He hasn't lost any support from his voters. I don't think. The only thing that can take him down is if the people that sat out last time get off their fucking lazy ass and get out there and put whoever, Biden or fucking Sanders, which is a whole nother conversation, pushes him above, you know, because he's only got about 49% of the population voting for him, 49% of the voting population, and there's another 49%, that votes Democratic. But we need 51%, 52%. We need some extra people to come out and get serious this
See,
time.
and that could be an issue because one thing is for sure that those Republicans are really
They're charged.
united.
They're
Yeah,
charged up. They're
charged. Yeah,
united and
warmed
they're
up right
charged.
now. They're like ready for it.
Right. And
They're
here's
waiting.
the other problem. Here's the other problem. We don't have a good candidate like we did when we had Barack Obama, who went out there and spoke eloquently and was well liked and was charging up people. Everybody's like there, yeah, yeah. And people wanted to get on the Barack Obama bandwagon. Who the fuck wants to get on the Bernie Sanders bandwagon? Who the fuck wants to get on the Joe Biden bandwagon? They ain't got a bandwagon. They're talking about they got a coalition. They don't have a fucking coalition. They're just two old establishment dudes. One dude is in the middle and one dude is way left. He wants to really, really tax hard all the rich people and, give away health insurance and give away free education and,
Look,
and
I
he's
think
not gonna get.
Democrats are their own enemy. Just look the way everything started and for this election. How many candidates were? 20?
21.
21. 21. And we have to pick one, not to beat Donald Trump, to go against Donald Trump.
I'll tell you who it's gonna be.
Who?
It's gonna be Joe Biden.
You think so?
Yep, they're gonna stiff Bernie again.
Oh, man. I mean,
It's gonna be Joe Biden.
I thought Bernie was the good one last election instead of Hillary. But this time,
It's going to be Joe Biden.
I just think that we went from bad to worse, like from bad election to
Yeah. Yeah. There's no one fired up trying to get into the voting booth to put Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden in, and that's why I say I think Trump's gonna win again.
I had a conversation with a friend of mine that he is Republican, like hardcore, like big time. I hate that guy. I like him, but when it's about politics, I hate it. I hate that guy. And he was telling me, look, first of all, Republicans give us Democrats give us first black president, and then they want to force to have the first female president, and now they were forcing it to give us the first gay president. I was like, dude, come on. Listen, now they want to give us the first mommy president.
The first what?
Mommy.
Mommy?
The mommy. The guy wrapped up in
Oh, mummy.
the mommy, yeah.
With
Because
who?
either one, Biden or Bernie.
Biden or Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah, those cats are too old. They're what, 78 apiece? They're over 150 years old between the two of them.
That's Lonnie, I heard you make that statement before that they're too old. I disagree with that. You know why?
Why?
Because if you combine the two ages, you got 150 years experience there, and I think that you can't overlook that. You can't overlook that.
Well, experience is one thing, but are they? Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
They know how they know how politics works. They know how the system works, and they know a lot about the system. And you can put a Buttigieg or whatever his name was, or even a Cokie Booker or whatever. These guys are young. They're gonna go in there and they're gonna fight against all of this stuff, and they don't know all the loopholes that's inside of that whole situation. So I think having that experience, and I guess by you saying too old, I guess you're saying that the memories is not as good, and the guy may die or something in office or something like that. But I say, hey, get what you can out of these guys while they living, and if we could get, and I would love a Biden Sanders ticket. I would love that. Even if it lasted only 2 or 3 years, or 4 years. I mean, one of them kicked the bucket or something like that.
You're factoring that shit in.
I'm going on what you say. Most of these white guys that's been privileged like that for so many years, they probably gonna live to be 100. But obviously, our our working ethics and the way we work in factories and stuff that we work in, we don't live that long.
Right.
But these guys do. So, I think you could get 8 years out of Bernie Sanders Biden ticket, and you will get a lot of stuff done, and you will get a lot of stuff that's just irreversible. I mean, Trump ain't no spring chicken, I
know, but he ain't doing too well either, man. That motherfucker, he cannot put more than 3 sentences together. He says the same old fucking thing.
Well, he cannot even put a sentence together. He's like,
he all fucked up. He all fucked up too. So, I mean, 4 more years of that idiot, or two old guys that's starting to get dementia and things like that, Alzheimer's.
But
I take my chances with them.
But like what Pedro said at the beginning was, Trump's support is still strong. He hasn't lost any support.
Yeah, well, that's kind of.
Why isn't he losing support?
Well, that's kind of going with what the polls say, but I actually think that some of these people are going to go in that booth and they're going to do something different when they get in there because they don't want to. They don't want to, admit that they voted for this idiot in the first place.
You think that, or you hope that?
I think that, and I believe some of it is true. Now, the real people that that don't mind being criticized, they're the ones that you see on CNN saying, "Yeah, we fucked up." I'm voting Democrat this year. You know, um, I'm voting for somebody else. I'm not gonna vote for Trump. Those are the real people that will admit to it. A lot of them won't admit to it. Those farmers don't like this dude, man. They hate this dude, but they ain't gonna come out, you know, against him right now
Because he's
because
writing them.
they still
Because he's writing them bailout checks right now.
they still thick in the game. And I mean, one farmer came out and said those bailout checks ain't shit.
He said
He said
what?
he said they ain't shit.
Oh, the
He
little.
said they vary from county to county. Everybody's not getting the same thing. And he was saying that he's getting the short end of the stick. And then there was another one that said, hey, that bailout check, I got it, but it ain't gonna compensate for all of what I done lost, you know. And then by them, with the trade thing that was going
Tariffs.
on, he lost his suppliers. He said, you go back to those guys, they don't want to talk to you no more.
Right.
So this other damage that's being done that and they ain't talking to everybody, and some of the stronger ones come on and say, well, yeah, it helped, but it's not enough.
But let me ask you this, Kevin. Okay, so say you're a farmer, all right, and say you voted for Trump, and he came in office, and maybe you did or didn't know that he was going to pull out all these fucking tariffs and shit, and really, really upset and really fuck up, your farming for 3.5 years. Okay, now you got to go back in the booth. Now here's your choices. You pull Donald Trump's lever, and those tariffs are probably going to stay on, and you're going to be hoping that he's got the right plan. Or you go in the booth and you pull the blue lever, and you go, we're going to get a Democrat back in here. They're going to drop all those tariffs, and we're going to start fucking, doing business with, for the good or the worse. I mean, for the good or bad. I mean, I don't think anybody argues the fact that, China has got a little bit of an upper hand on us, but they got a big economy there, and for us not to be able to sell stuff over there to them, and their stuff coming over here and causing and costing a whole lot of extra money, 30% extra. I mean, you see it in your business alone. I mean, you've been telling me already stories about how steel has been coming in your company, in weird ways and weird prices and stuff like that. So, they're going to have to the night before sit down with their wife and sit down and they go, what are we going to do? Are we going to vote for this dude again and just hope that everything goes right? But, some of these farmers have, it's not like just they got 50 acres. Some of them have 50,000 acres. I mean, huge, where they hire hundreds of people and stuff seasonally.
Those are the ones that's not going to vote for Trump.
Yeah, because they want this tariff shit to end quickly, like day one, January, as soon as he's out of office, January 21st.
Yeah. Not only that, a lot of those companies, a lot of those farmers was Democrat to begin with.
Yep.
And they just strayed the line because they thought this business guy, would be their guy, and if you watch CNN and you see something and they feel betrayed.
Yeah.
And a lot of them ain't coming back. Some of them lost their farms.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those milk farmers,
Yeah. A lot of dairy farmers and
farmers.
cattle farmers and his soybeans and everything, you know. So
And then at the same time, you know, he's making it hard for immigrants to come in and even do fucking work on vegetable and fruit farms and stuff like that. They, they said that there was a huge industry from migrants coming up here during the picking season to pick and pack and get all that fucking shit ready. Because Americans sure ain't gonna go out there and pick apples.
Well,
now he did a lot other damage other than just to farmers. I mean, when you talk about that, the people that they needed to do the work on the farms and stuff. So, they don't even really talk about that no more. They talk about their bottom line, but he did a lot to deter those people. You know,
you know,
the DACA people.
I gotta close the window. And I got to